You're officially ahead of 90% of your classmates that are too busy jacking off. I'm gonna give you a 4-step system playbook that I've used in my undergrad to land 3 internships back to back. And this is in engineering, one of the most competitive fields ever. First step, find your ICP, ideal customer profile. Look, in sales, you have ICPs and you need an ICP for your career. So ask yourself 3 questions. What company do I want to work for? What industry excites me? And what roles do I actually want to land in my internship? Get specific. Don't say and type in something in LinkedIn, engineering internship, because that's very fucking broad. Type in, I want to be an aerospace engineering intern. I want to be an industrial engineering intern. I want to be a manufacturing engineering intern. So get specific on those before you even start applying. Next is timing. So most internships are during the summer. When internships are during the summer, they're most likely filled by winter. So start looking at internships during the fall. Apply in the winter and then you'll get an offer in the spring. If you're in spring already and you didn't apply to any jobs, it's probably too late. I would suggest waiting until there's a winter internship or next summer. Do this early in the year so that you know exactly what to aim for and what skill sets you want to acquire. All right, step 2. Here's where most people fail, right? They apply to 5 jobs and then wonder, why did I not even get an interview? Here's a playbook. You apply 5 internships per day, 35 per week. Volume negates luck. And if you combine volume with personalization, tailoring each cover letter, each resume, using keywords in each job description, so you can beat the ATS bot and have the hiring manager or the recruiter reach out to you. Yes, it's a lot, but if you don't stand out, your resume is just gonna get trashed. And if you don't apply the volume too, you're not gonna get enough of the results. You're gonna get rejections, you're gonna get ghosted, but it doesn't matter. Keep applying. Volume, volume, volume. Step 3. Now that you got internships into your pipeline, now start practicing your interviews. You want to sell yourself, not what you did in your prior experience. Stop mentioning the classes that you took, because interviewers don't really care about that shit. They care about what results you brought on. So explain the results. Sell yourself. Study on your technical interviews and practice your communication skills. Most internships are 2 to 3 rounds, so be prepared for that. First round is most likely with the recruiter on a phone call. Second round is probably a technical interview or an introduction call with the hiring manager. If there is a third round, then it's most likely with the hiring manager and the team. So be prepared for a panel interview. Also too, bonus tip, always ask questions after the interview. Ask what they're specifically looking for in an ideal candidate in that role. It shows that you're curious, you're engaged, and you're not just desperate for an internship. All right, now the fun part. You got an offer from those interviews. You passed the first, second, and third round and finally got that letter. What do you do next? There's 3 things you want to take into consideration with these internships. Compensation. Does it make sense for where you're currently living in right now? Does it make sense for your situation? In terms of this compensation, I wouldn't be too picky since it's going to be one of your first jobs. I would recommend just pick the highest bidder basically. But not only that, there's 2 other things. Location and work-life balance. Can you commute? Can you relocate? Is it remote? Is it hybrid? Is it fully in person? Take those into considerations. Also, work-life balance. Some internships are just like fucking sweatshops, making you work 14 hours per day, and some give you breathing room and actually respect your work-life balance. Aim for the company that brings out the most work-life balance. You want to enjoy your summers too. Use Glassdoor to figure out the reviews of the company. It's similar to Rate My Professor, but for companies instead. Once you pick the right offer, once you pick the right company, congrats, you got the job. You're officially ahead of 90% of your classmates that are too busy jacking off. So here's a recap of the 4-step process. Find your ICP, apply relentlessly, crush your interviews with this framework, and secure the right offer for you. Now, this is the exact process I followed to land 3 back-to-back internships during my second year all the way up to my senior year. All right, if you guys can, share this video to someone who's struggling to land internships or even just full-time roles.